A very warm welcome to everyone. Welcome to the mathematics class. So students, today we are going to explore a new topic in the mathematics. So are you all excited to study the new topic? Excellent. So let's get started. Before proceeding ahead, I would just like to tell you that I'm going to ask you a few questions. So you just have to answer it accordingly. And after that, we will proceed with the topic. So here is the first question. So tell me, students, what answer will you get after adding these two numbers? Did I hear 32? Absolutely correct. That's the correct answer. Gear up for the next question. So tell me, what is the final answer for this question? Yes, absolutely correct. -1. But tell me, how do you got the answer as -1? Absolutely correct. That minus and plus, we do minus, and the minus sign with the number is greater. The greater is the number with minus sign. So therefore, you have given the minus sign over there. Okay. Now, tell me the answer for this question. Absolutely correct. So -7 minus plus minus would be minus. So -7 minus 2 would be -9. As we know, minus minus plus. Now here is the last question. Tell me, what will be the final answer for this question? Yes. Excellent, students. So students, you all have given all the answers correctly. So as you all are aware about how to solve sums based on addition and subtraction of integers, in today's class, let us learn how to multiply and divide the integers in the chapter Multiplication and Division of Integers. Students, again, I want you all to tell me the answer for this question. Yes. Okay. Absolutely correct. -12. That's the correct answer. Now tell me, students, how many times number 3 is repeated in the sum? 4 times. Absolutely correct. Tell me, is there any way to write this repetition in mathematical form? Yes. So how many times? 4 times the 3 is repeated. So how do you write this in multiplication form? Excellent, student. So basically, this addition is the addition of -3 taken 4 times. So it can be written as -3 multiplied by 4, as it is repeated 4 times. The answer would be -12. Or we can write 4 times -3 is been repeated. So answer would be again the same, -12. So students, essentially to multiply numbers is to add groups of a number. As you can see, we have a number 3 and group of the number is been repeated over there. So basically the addition is nothing but this addition is nothing but the final answer would you get after multiplication. That is, multiplying means repeated addition of a number. So the number should be same. That's the only condition. Okay. So students, I know you all know how to multiply. So just tell me the answer for this multiplication. 3 into 6. Yes, what is the final answer? Absolutely correct. Now, what is your observation with respect to sign of this both integer? Yes, the sign of 3 is minus and the sign of 6 is plus. As we do not write the plus sign for the sake of reference, we usually do not write +6. We just write 6. So that means any number without sign is the positive number. Correct? So tell me, what is your, what is the final answer? What you said? Absolutely correct, 78. So tell me, what is the sign of the answer? It is minus. Excellent. Let us move ahead. Now I want you all to multiply this number and tell me what is the sign of this both integer. So the sign of 7 is minus and the sign of 15 is plus. Okay. And tell me what is the sign of answer which you will get. Absolutely correct. The sign of answer would be minus. And the answer is 105. Okay. Again, tell me what is your observation with respect to sign of this both integer. So 14 is a positive and 6 is a negative number here. And what is the result of this multiplication? Yes, absolutely correct, 84. And what is the sign of the answer? What you got? Negative. Now I just want you all to notice the sign of answer you are getting. Yes. Now solve this sum and tell me what do you observe with respect to sign of both the integer? That 5 is a positive integer here and 17 is a negative integer. Okay. And what is your final answer for this? Absolutely correct. 85 is the correct answer. And the sign of the answer is minus. So students, after looking at all these examples together, tell me what do you infer from all these examples? Absolutely correct. So whenever you multiply a positive integer with a negative integer, the final answer what you get would be a negative integer. Or whenever you multiply a negative integer with a positive integer, the final answer would you get is negative integer. So that's what the inference from these questions. The product of one positive and one negative integer is a negative integer. And how do we write it for sake of our reference, just to keep it in our mind. So a positive number multiplied by a negative number would give you a negative number, or a negative number multiplied by a positive number would give you negative number. Excellent, student. Now I want you all to look at this sum and tell me what is your observation with respect to sign of both the integers, that both the integers are positive. And tell me the final answer for this sum. Very good. So 168 is the final answer. And what is the sign of the answer? It is 168. It is positive. Yeah. Now, see, as I said, if there is a number without sign, that means that's a positive number. So both the integers are positive. Now tell me what is the final answer for this question? Yes, excellent. 126 is the correct answer. And notice the sign of the answer. It is positive. Here both the integers are positive. And the final answer for this is 117. The sign of the answer what we got is positive. So students, observe all these examples and tell me what do you infer from all these examples? Yes, excellent. When you multiply a two positive number, you get your answer as a positive number. So the product of two positive integer is a positive integer. What you get the final answer as. So how do we write to remember it? So positive number multiplied by a positive number would give you a positive number only. I hope till this much you all are clear. There is no doubt. Yes. So let us proceed ahead. Yes. Now look at this sum carefully and tell me what is your observation with respect to sign of both the integer. Yes, both are negative integer. Now I want you all to tell me what would be the final answer for this sum. Very good. The final answer is 156. I want you all to note down the sign of the final answer. It is positive. Yes, just keep it in your mind and let us proceed. So here also, both the integers are negative integer. So what would be your final answer for this? Absolutely correct. 126 is the correct answer. And students, note down the sign of the final answer. That's a positive number. Again, both the integers are negative and they are multiplied. The final answer would be, yes, 49. And again, look at the sign of the final answer. It's a positive number, correct? Now look at all these examples and tell me, what do you infer from all these examples? That whenever, yes, that's absolutely correct. Whenever you multiply a negative number with a negative number, you get your final answer as a positive number. So we say the product of two negative integers is a positive integer. That is, negative number multiplied by a negative number would give you a positive number. I hope till this much you all are clear. So till now what we have seen, that whenever you multiply a positive number with a negative number, you will get a negative number. Or whenever you multiply a negative number with a positive number, you will get your final answer as a negative number. Then we saw whenever we multiply positive integer, so the product of both the positive integer would give you a positive integer. And then we saw that whenever we multiply a negative number with a negative number, we get a positive number. Excellent, students. Now let us see a concept, that is multiplication by zero. Now would you like to tell me that if we multiply any number with zero, what final value will you get? Excellent. So any number when you multiply it with zero always gives zero value. Examples are 0 multiplied by 6 is 0, 0 multiplied by 5 is 0, 0 multiplied by minus 2 is 0, irrespective of sign. If you multiply any number with 0, you will get your final answer as 0. Now let us see the concept of multiplicative identity. When we multiply 1 with the number, the result will be the number itself. What do I mean by that? So whenever I multiply a number, let's say A with 1, the answer would be A only. For example, 1 multiplied by 3 would give you 3, not 1. But number 3 is multiplied by 1. So number 3 itself would be the answer. Similarly, 2 multiplied by 1. So 2 1 ja 2. 2 is the final answer. Similarly, 3 into 1 would be 3. And minus 10 into 1 would be minus 10. Kindly note, when we multiply minus 1 with the number, the sign of the number will change. What do I mean by this? So see, the sign of number 2 in the example is positive and we are multiplying it with minus 1. So final answer would be, as we are multiplying it with 1, final answer would be the 2 itself, and the sign of the number will change. Here it is positive and here it is negative. That is what this statement says. When we multiply negative with the when we multiply number 1, negative 1 with the number, the sign changes. Now let us summarize. So the product of two positive integer is a positive integer. The product of one positive and one negative integer is a negative integer. The product of two negative integer is a positive integer. So it's time to check how much you have learned from the session. So students, I want you all to solve this sum and tell me what would be the sign of the final answer in this sum. Excellent. The sign of the final answer would be positive, as negative number multiplied by negative number would give you a positive number. And 35 is the correct answer, what you said. Now solve this sum and tell me what would be the Sign of final answer? Yes, absolutely. Minus 54. As one number is negative and one number is positive. And when we multiply a negative with a positive number, we get a negative number. And 9 6 are 54. 9 into minus 4. Yes, who said that? Minus 30 is absolutely correct. Minus 36, sorry. Now students, tell me what would be the answer of minus 12 multiplied by 0? Yes, excellent. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. Now here is the last sum. Minus 124 multiplied by minus 1. So see student, any number multiplied by 1 would be that number itself. But here we are multiplying with minus 1. So the sign of the number would change. Or we say negative number multiplied by a negative number would give you a positive number. So 124 is the correct answer. So students, in today's class, we have learned that how to multiply two integers. In our next class, we shall learn how to divide two integers. Till then, take care. Thank you so much.